to great. There is no other option.
And your NCAA champion, Robbie Cruz.
We're going back to Omaha!
Play a high level of basketball and a game that's fun to watch.
We are a team, capital letters, team.
He's now called national champion, which is really neat.
Now we're making it happen out there. Let's finish this thing on the field.
Cavalier Sports Weekly is brought to you by Geico, the Virginia Athletics Foundation, the Virginia Lottery, and by UVA Health System.
On this edition of Cavalier Sports Weekly,
love the way we're getting after it. There's going to be no difference Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday.
Backs it out to Scott, all by himself. His baseline jumper is good again. Well, the beat just goes on.
Welcome to Cavalier Sports Weekly. I'm Simone Egwu from the women's basketball team. We have a lot of great highlights on today's show, but first, let's take a look at the men's basketball highlights against Wake Forest.
Nearly 2 minutes gone here in the opening half. Mike Scott takes a pass. He pulls up with a hand in his face from Walker, and he drills it from 17 feet away. So Mike Scott showcasing the range. That's what Coach Jeff Buzdelik was worried about coming into this game.
Some teams are starting to press up in me. Tonight, I guess my screening kind of frustrated them and gave me a lot of space. So I just took those shots. I've been working on the shots all summer. Continue to working on the shots. So I'm pretty confident.
But just couldn't finish on the finger roll. Here's a nice play by Evans trying to split the defense. He feeds it out. Harris gets a look at a three. Flicks the wrist and he drains another. So Virginia's hit 3 straight and the Cavaliers on a 7-0 scoring run.
Obviously guys were in the zone shooting the ball. Mike, looking at the stat sheet, I didn't realize he did not miss a shot. Joe got us off to a great start. And we were moving the ball but making it hard for them to score.
Here's an inbound pass. Harris, quick three-pointer on the way, and he hits again. His second trifecta in as many trips.
With Joe's hitting threes like that, they're paying attention to him more. It gets me open, it gets Sammy or gets my other teammates open. So for him to come out and be aggressive like that was very good for us.
Defended by Harris now. He'll play the point for the time being. Gives to Harris. Uncorks another three-pointer and another perfect-looking shot from Virginia's sophomore sharpshooter.
Guys were knocking down shots. We weren't passing on open looks that we had. And then I felt like, it really translated over to the defensive end too, because the intensity and focus was just, there from the confidence that we had shooting the basketball.
Harris sends to Scott. Scott passes off now. Evans goes baseline. He feeds it to an open Brogdon. His three-pointer's up and good from the near side right. Mitchell banks it out to Harris. Harris goes around a screen from Scott. Now passes to Scott. Scott with his foot on the three-point line. He pulls up and rattles another through. So Mike Scott has been perfect from outside today.
But he has good touch, and he works at that. And I do allow him to shoot that. And he was sort of taking he maybe took one where the hand was in the face. But today wasn't a game where he needed to really lock up and get down there, because there was some nice openings and creations off penetration and kicks. And you could just see, very similar to the Clemson game, he had that nice rhythm. He caught it in rhythm, and the shots certainly were dropping. But that versatility of him that he's added to his game, makes him a hard matchup. And I'm proud of him, and I'm so happy for so far the way his season has gone.
With 4.5 minutes to play in the opening half. Evans knifes his way through the defense, floats it up off the window and good with the left hand. John Tell with his second bucket of the night, and it's now Virginia out in front again by double digits, 28-17. Wake Forest on the other end of the floor, trailing 32-19. Driving on that baseline pass can be intercepted by Mike Scott. Steps in front of the pass from Fisher. He'll hand to Zaglinski. Nice no-look feed on the other end. Mitchell throws it down with a one-hand slam. part of his game. Everybody keeps waiting for Sammy to find that shooting touch again. Here's a pull-up jumper. Mike Scott drills another one from 16 feet out. Boy, this guy is something special. Right now, Wake Forest is looking like a team without answers. In transition, the feed to Brogdon, mows over his man, and then hands it off to Scott for the easy layup. Already leading by 19. Evans into the front court, takes it to the lane, floats one off the window, hangs on the rim and drops. A fitting way to end a fantastic first half here at the John Paul Jones Arena.
In the past, we had a knack for just coming out sloppy or sluggish in the second half. So I think for us to come out and be aggressive like that in the second half was very good.
This is about as hard a challenge as you're going to see for Wake Forest. Here's a nice feed to Zoglinski, who finds the backdoor pass and lays it in off the window for his first points on a great setup from Mike Scott.
But I thought our guys still executed offensively. They didn't turn it into trying to get up a quick shot. I just took what the defense gave them and then made them work on the other end. They got some deflections and helped each other out.
Mitchell's in the lane with 9 to shoot. Backs it out to Scott, all by himself. His baseline jumper is good again. Well, the beat just goes on.
Mike can do it all. I mean, everybody's seen his versatility throughout the year. I mean, he can really, bang with guys down low, and then he can step it out. He can handle it. He can get himself to the line. He just is, he can score in so many different ways, and he's just really efficient, just like he was tonight.
Here comes Virginia looking to score points. Here's Harris knifing his way through the defense, lays it in with a finger roll up close. Cavaliers are down to that point where they can start to milk some clock down. Here's a pass to Atkins. Atkins feeds to the cutting Atkins, who lays it in up close.
When our guards rebound, whenever we get a guard rebound, we really want to push and see, probe, just back it up with a good decision at the end of it. But that's a chance, as we always talked about, to maybe get some of those different kinds of points. But Malcolm's such a good rebounder for a guard, so he gets a lot of those opportunities.
Here's Brogdon taking it coast to coast as he lays it in up close. Oh, a beauty of a play from Malcolm Brogdon, splitting 2 defenders. Rotating it around with Sherikov at the top of the circle, backing his way in on Mitchell. Backs it out to Fisher. His three-pointer on the way and good. So Fisher drills one from the top of the circle. John Tell at the free throw line puts up the runner off the window and good from 13 feet away. Evans in double figures now again. Here's Vozenilek in a moment. Here's a nice little finger roll on the other side of things as Atkins spins in the low block and lays it in up close. Virginia suffocating on the inside. Here's Brogdon, goes into the air, feeds to Mitchell, who plunges it down with a two-hand jam.
I thought they played together. They were really on one accord, and the same thing defensively. I mean, that's what you hope for. That's what you practice hard and you prepare for, and then when it comes together, it's nice to see because we showed some spurt ability. I thought we were pretty good on the glass, got some transition buckets, but just because we did it once doesn't mean it's going to show up, and we'll need to be at a very high level come Saturday.
This portion of Cavalier Sports Weekly is brought to you by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Welcome back to the show. Earlier this week, we traveled to North Carolina for a pair of games. Here are our highlights from our win against NC State.
This is a big game. I don't have to tell you, it's a big game. But I am so confident about where we are because this isn't a game of all this strategy. It's just about, can we be mentally tough? Can we fight through when we're tired? Can we fight through when there's a little bit of adversity? And then just bring it. But you gotta be in there, in it to win it for 40 minutes, mentally and physically. Gotta be there.
Now to Chelsea Sean on the left block. Simone Egwu, power dribble, pump fake, goes up, left-hand shot, score for Simone Egwu. Carrying the basketball to the left wing, bounces to Sean, cross-court, far side corner, Franklin firing the three-pointer. Virginia has set its jaw against NC State, and they have come to play. Holston into the paint, shut off by Kelsey Wolf, beats to Tasler, fires a wild shot, and NC State finally gets on the board. It's 8-2, Wahoos with 11:15 to go.
It's our zone. You just got to move in the zone and take things away. And really, if anything, it was more about their shooters, not letting their shooters just have easy looks and early looks.
Gerson swings it left wing to Kelsey Wolf. Now to Gerson, driving in the paint. Gerson goes up right-handed. Runner is good for Lexi. Pop back out to Ariana Moore. 15 to shoot for UVA. Shine at the free throw line. Swings it left side to Wolf. Fires the three-pointer and drains it. NCSU up the court, and then Kelsey Wolf came from behind and swiped it away. Lexi Gerson's got the ball, a 3-on-2 for Virginia. Gerson, no look pass to Moore, fires the 10-footer and nails it from the left wing.
And I thought the kids really did a great job of just showing up and playing hard, and we were more aggressive. And it helped. And, it's in the second half we switched to Leah and put her at the top of the zone and moved Frankie to the back because they were getting a lot of their threes in the corner, and that gave us a little bit more size in the top and allowed us more speed in the back.
Kastanek still in trouble, feeds it down low and finds Ariana Moore, but Moore plays for Virginia. Moore across the time stripe, drives in the paint, pulls up at the free throw line and watches the ball fall straight through the cylinder. 2-3 defense. Flip left side to Moore, tosses down low to Chelsea Shine, drop step, power move with the right hand, scores it.
They were trying to change it up. They did the 2-2-1. They kind of did the run and jump a little bit. They went into their 1-2-2, and I thought we were just patient, and we didn't really think about what they were in. It was more like, can we just execute, set screens, use it, get some second chance points. We got to the free throw line, I thought, pretty well in the second half, and we're a pretty good free throw shooting team, so that helped us as well.
Popped it back out to Gerson, snaps a pass left wing to Ariana Moore. Driving near side baseline, back to the basket, gives it to Gerson, one more pass, Franklin, a three, yes! A dozen to shoot, Burke putting the ball on the floor, driving the lane down the pocket, picked by Lexi Gerson. Behind the back dribble herself over the red time stripe, and now Gerson in the paint, feeds it to Franklin, wants another three, yes! Tara Franklin with 2 straight, and she shoots in the silencer from the far side corner.
It's just a maturity. Can your team mature into not having to go through a practice and just by watching and walking through have a game plan? And I thought they did a really good job staying focused yesterday and executed it very well today.
Double clutch layup, rolling around, no good. Battle for it. Ball pops out to Lexi Gerson, who waits and catches with 2 bounces. Now with Tara Franklin, feeding Talia McCall. Turnaround jumper is true for Talia. 12 to shoot now as Franklin crossing over top of the arc to Ariana Moore. Feeds it down low to Talia McCall. Triple team down in the paint. Bounce pass out to Franklin. Spots up the three-pointer. Is good for Tara Franklin.
This was huge for us. This was a big one for us. It's the bigger picture, but in the heart of it all, we just come down and it's like, okay, we just had a great game against NC State. We got to take a couple days off, focus on Clemson, and do what we need to do before we think about the next game.
This portion of Cavalier Sports Weekly is brought to you by UVA Health System, dedication beyond measure.
Men's tennis opened the season with 3 matches last weekend at the Boar's Head Sports Club. Here's the game story.
We feel great about the weekend. We knew it was going to be a big challenge for us, considering we've never brought 3 top 15 teams into our place back to back to back. But it's one of our goals this year was to make our schedule stronger and make our team extremely uncomfortable, and they certainly passed the test with flying colors this weekend. I was most impressed with our doubles play. I think our doubles has really come a long ways in a short period of time early in the season. None of the guys really struggled with the fitness, which is great, given it's indoors, but it's still 3 very tough matches against some great teams, so that was not an issue. So I think we're on the right track, and there's a lot of positives that came out of the weekend. So again, just overall, I'm really pleased with how much the guys have developed and how much they continue to improve in the environment and pushing each other and the coaches pushing the players. I just couldn't be happier with the way Jameer's developed his tennis and just the way he goes about his business on a day-to-day basis right now, I think has not only helped him, but it's also been great for the rest of the team. And another great weekend was Philippe Udashore. I mean, what a great weekend he had. Is probably his best weekend yet as a Cavalier, and what's most impressive about that is he spent 4 years here in and out of the lineup, and he's dealt with a lot of adversity, and he certainly took advantage of his opportunity this weekend. I'm just really happy for him. know, I told the guys on Friday that we have to go into the season knowing that we're not going to play 6 players. You know, that's just not going to happen. We're going to have to play 7, 8, 9 players throughout the season, and those players need to be tested in case they get put in a big moment down the stretch during the season. You know, the season's a marathon, it's a long journey, and it happened much sooner than we thought it would happen in terms of having to put a couple extra guys in on Sunday. And the team really responded, and it pushes everybody up, but at the same time, I mean, everybody rose to the occasion, which says a lot about their expectations of themselves and one another. Certainly there's some other great teams out there, and we're looking forward to hosting National Indoors, which is an honor to host, and certainly try to win our 5th straight National Indoor Championship.
Coming up after the break. This portion of Cavalier Sports Weekly is brought to you by the Virginia Athletics Foundation. You are the foundation.
Women's tennis hosts the ITA National Team Indoors this weekend. Let's take a look at the preview of the tournament.
Your practices have been awesome, all right? What's the next phase? You take your practice and be willing to do what? Implement and apply. Exactly. Okay, a lot of different words, but believing in what you're doing, believing in yourselves, and then applying it is be excited. Okay, be excited, and if we have that true sense of excitement, then that carries with it, I think, the confidence, the belief, the focus, the energy. Okay, all of the things that you need to be your best. Again, touching on what we talked about yesterday just a little bit, and I love the way Lindsay right away recognized that it's true and it is happening. You know, the nature of tennis, you're going to start 0-0. It's going to be tough, you know, for the beginning, for sure. You start again another set. You may start again another set in the 3rd set. So the nature of the scoring makes this game very kind of mentally, emotionally challenging, right? I know, and you guys know, that we're willing to start really well, do the things that we are capable of doing well, apply and implement right away. And then what do we start to do? If we keep that mental and emotional toughness, and we keep that excitement, okay, the hard work you're putting in, the weight room, okay, it's been incredible. Then you start to pull away, all right? And if we're all 6, all 10, all 12, all 13 of us, you're gonna have maybe 1,000 people in here. Absorb and bring all that energy into that moment, okay? And just be ready to pull away. Be ready to finish when it's time to finish. Be ready to battle like crazy when it's time to do that.
We're all coming out and we're playing with excitement and intensity, and we're bringing that energy for the whole team, you know, all 12, 13 of us, and I include Mark, myself, Ari, and Jenna, okay? The momentum that we each create individually, but then as a group, it becomes a lot for opponents to handle, okay? And we're a team that's willing to do the extra thing and run down the extra ball. Look, right away that doesn't always show up, but out of a 2 out of 3 set match,
it shows up every time.
You guys have seen that, okay? When you establish that early and have the willingness to come out fired up, come out with good energy and do the right things, look, I think we've seen we can build into some great things here, okay? We know that. Keep that up, okay? Keep building on that, keep getting better because of that.
Every workout we have knows this, right? The fact that we're a pretty mature team, been together for a relatively long time as teams go, we're gonna be incredible, okay? So get that excitement, be willing to implement, apply your skills, believe in it no matter what the hour, what the stage of the match, communicate well with each other, with your coaches, and we're gonna be awesome, okay? All right? Love the way we're getting after it. There's gonna be no difference Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, okay? We can be there. We can be there Monday.
Last week, our swimming and diving teams hosted NC State. Here's the recap.
So, you know, we're starting to focus on ACCs now, but I think overall, you know, we love racing in our home pool where we're at, and I think we have a fast pool, so we were pretty pumped.
I think Nick Montes de Oca had a very nice day. Taylor Gray has been consistently strong and steady for us all year. The same goes for Jan Daniak, just really, really powerful distance freestyle races. And then I was very happy with Tom Barrett. He's really developed into an outstanding 100 and 200 freestyler, and that's going to help the team out, especially our relays at the conference meet. So real nice job there. For the women, I think Charlotte Clark has been a very, very bright light for us all year long. We diversified what is normally their third best event, but it's the third event that they swim in the conference championships. So I think we saw some good things. Charlotte Clark, Kelly Flynn, outstanding swims for both of them. Kelly Grant had a real nice day. So, you know, we're more concerned right now with trying to establish who our final travel team will be.
Thanks for watching Cavalier Sports Weekly. We have some great home games this week, so come out and support the Cavaliers. Women's basketball hosts Clemson on Sunday and Maryland on Thursday at JPJ. And the women's tennis ITA national team indoors will be all weekend at the Boar's Head Sports Club. We'll be back next week with more highlights and great stories from Virginia athletics. I'm Simone Egwu, and until next time, go Hoos.
Cavalier Sports Weekly is brought to you by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. And by Virginia Lottery, helping Virginia's public schools. And by the UVA Health System, dedication beyond measure. And by the Virginia Athletics Foundation. You are the foundation.